Hello and welcome. I'm Parul Sharma and you're watching Zoom TV. Today's guests are equal parts talented and equal parts gorgeous. Please join me in welcoming the cast of The Night Manager. Hello, hello. Welcome to Zoom. Okay, trailer was super slick. I am very, very excited to watch this show. Tell me, and I want to know this from each of you, what is something that you are the proudest of in your adaptation of this show? And it can be a personal achievement or something that the whole team did, but what do you think your adaptation really nailed?
I think we can be proud of the fact that Sandeep found a way to adapt it and make it feel organic to to India, to the Indian subcontinent, setting the story here, making it feel like it completely fits, you know.
Yeah.
Because and it was no easy feat to take that story and set it in the in our part of the world and make it work. So I think that's a big win for Sandeep and the writers to have been able to adapt it and make it feel right.
Absolutely. What about you, Sobhita?
I think I'm most proud of the way, like he said, the way it's been adapted to the Indian demographic. There are a couple of plot points which I obviously can't talk about now, but once it's out, you'll see it. I just thought it was the most beautiful rendition of a couple of relationships. I thought, and it comes from sensitivity, and it's very Sandeep to do that. I really liked it a lot.
I love that. Anil sir, what about you?
See, you have to keep in mind that the producers of the original were always on the set. And they were very, very involved. And obviously, you know, because I have made films also, and when you make your own, you know, it becomes like your own child. And you're giving away your child to someone else to adapt it or to look after. And when the person who has given his child away to someone else to look after, and that person who's given the child feels also equally proud, they really looked after the child very well.
Yeah.
And that's the feedback we've got, not only from the people who produced the show, but even you know, their business partners in America have seen the show, and they've, you know, genuinely, because have liked it, what they have seen. So that's you know, they were, you know, that's really makes us proud. Yeah, I mean, that makes me proud, and you know, that's a good feeling. Otherwise क्या होता है कि यार नहीं यार जो हमने किया वो, you know, वो बात नहीं आई.
Yeah.
और you know, they are very upfront यार, वो बोल देते हैं कि गड़बड़ हो गया यार, ये गलत आदमियों को दे दिया हमने. But they are very, like for example, when I did 24, so it was a big challenge, you know, to do 24. There were 24 episodes, yeah, you know, and it was done by Kiefer. I was doing Kiefer's role, so it was a very, to do Kiefer's role was very, very tough. And he's done, ये तो एक ही season है, वहाँ तो 8 season, the 10 season है.
And you were doing it at a time when no one else was really doing it.
And then, of course, for everybody involved in the show and with the original writers and Howard Gordon to say that, you know, and the kind of budgets we have and the kind of time we have to achieve what we have to achieve in certain limited kind of resources. They're big for Indian standards, but very, very less to the kind of scale which we have to match up to, because, you know, you cannot stop people from comparing.
Absolutely.
But they don't know what goes to achieve that.
Into it,
you know, and how much we've got to do that, and how much they got to do it. Not that I'm taking away from each other, but I feel more proud because of that. Okay, in that limited resources, we try to match up to what they have done. So,
I like that.
and
that's very interesting.
So that's what I think. So when I remember I discussed with Howard Gordon, as we were discussing, I said, roughly what's the budget of the film? And I told him that's the budget of every episode. He was completely taken aback. He was shocked. And it might be big at that time for the recording, but it was, you know, and to achieve that. So we have to work extra hours, extra days. There are no Sundays, there are no breaks as such. Kabhi we continuously shot, yaar aaj ek din break le lete hain. There are only 5-day weeks. You shoot only for 5 days, and the hours are limited.
Yeah.
So 6 Saturday, Sundays off, no matter what happens. You shoot from Monday to Friday, and Saturday, Sunday is off, and you come back on Monday again.
Yeah.
You know, so there is a lot of, but we can do that over here also, but then trying to achieve that standard, then you have to really push yourself more.
Yeah.
So I think that's what people, and when you see it, and when we can achieve even 60-70% of what they have done, I think we should be very proud of that.
What's something that all of you learnt about each other while you were shooting for this that kind of surprised you and you were like, oh, like learnt about or learnt from each other?
Shobhita's domain.
Shobhita's what?
Domain. She gives lovely, thoughtful answers.
Yeah, thoughtful
Okay.
answers. Yeah. Takes time. It pauses. उसके लंबे होते हैं.
पर फिर end में कुछ ना कुछ.
हाँ. So actually, we should talk. In the meantime, that pause will be filled up,
Right. Right.
and then she'll answer.
Right.
Otherwise,
We'll fill up the. You're supposed to think, Shobhita.
it's Shobhita.
Oh God.
That's why she's silent in the beginning. Now, while you guys are talking,
No,
then
no,
she'll
say it,
come
say it.
up
So
with
now
her.
she's got enough. I say.
See?
What?
What did you learn about them? What did you discover that surprised you
See, again,
about
she says
Aditya
what?
and
Like
Anil?
okay, like bulletins.
See there.
He can't stand mediocrity. He is very disciplined in every facet. He loves to feed people. He loves Indian food. He is super cool as a person, but actually it was wonderful to discover that he is actually not that cool kid and he doesn't care about it because he cares about doing a good job.
Yeah.
And he wants his days to feel enriching. He is obsessed with getting things right, and I think that's wonderful as an actor.
Perfectionist. I love that. Those were very
See?
succinctly put and they were beautiful.
How to follow up?
I have many actually, but itna kafi hai bas.
इतना काफी है.
Anil, sir, what about you? Anything that surprised you about the two of them?
What surprised me, is her presence. That she comes and sometimes you can't hear her what she's talking. तो मैंने यार थोड़ा उम्र का तकाजा है, थोड़ा loudly बोल यार. You're speaking so softly, थोड़ा project your voice, क्या बोला?
This is what he was surprised.
Surprise. And then when you see it on screen,
Yeah.
her presence of voice is also terrific.
dubbing में कर लेती है.
Dubbing नहीं, उसके अलावा भी. Oh, that's
Dubbing
that
में
the
कर
whole, the quality is there, and she lights up the screen. So she's personally also beautiful, and on screen she's even more beautiful. She has that screen
I
presence.
can attest to that. I agree.
Agree, right?
Okay.
And Aditya, same thing. I feel what she said about Aditya, that he is stickler for perfection and she wants it right. It doesn't care कि ये 65 साल का आदमी 1.5 घंटे से खड़ा है. और one more sir. I said, can I do this one more? I say यार 4:30 बजे ने इसको फिर one more चाहिए. तो गन खाली उसको खींचना है उसको. तो मैंने बोला मैं ज़रा जाता हूँ, मेरे को बुला लेना. खाली ये गन का शॉट है तो बुला लेना, मैं जा रहा हूँ, रेस्ट रूम जा रहा हूँ. तो मैं बोलता था यार 1.5 घंटे हो गए, गन का शॉट हुआ कि नहीं? बोला नहीं, वो गन का शॉट अभी भी चल रहा है.
Adi, he loves working with you, as you can tell.
It's been a pleasure for sir.
Okay, Aditya's character says this really deep line in the trailer, which is अंधेरे के उस पार रोशनी नहीं, अक्सर और गहरा अंधेरा होता है.
Right.
Have any of you ever kind of felt this in your own life, and have you been able to? How did you come out of it and see the light at the end of the tunnel?
There's a great saying, na? If you're going through hell, keep going.
Yeah.
So I mean,
That's very optimistic.
keep moving.
It's like a tunnel, na?
Yeah.
It's dark. And there are certain tunnels which go on and on, you feel it's never going to end.
Correct.
And suddenly you see the
Such
light.
The light comes
See
out
the
of
light.
nowhere.
And that's the same feeling about life also. So there will, no matter what, as dark as it can be, but there will be light.
Nothing lasts.
Nothing lasts.
But you all would say that you have been through that in either part.
Yeah, you go through times that are tough, but then you wonder if you're. But you should always know those will pass.
Yeah.
Good times come. You think, oh, this is it. I've reached where I have to be. Something will surprise you.
Yeah.
And so that's life, right?
Biggest pet peeve on a set when you're shooting?
Biggest?
Pet peeve, like what annoys
What
you
annoys
the most
you?
when you're shooting on a set?
हाँ, थोड़ा English. जब बड़ा था, लंबा था.
But, you know,
Which Shobhita understood.
Shobhita.
Yeah. बोलो Shobhita.
I think why not? I don't want to start. I have to think, you see.
I think noise can be irritating when people are talking while the scene is on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Shobhita? Bullet point?
When I am not in sync with the director's thought, I feel I feel orphaned. I want to know what he wants. So if there are moments when I feel like I'm not understanding what he wants,
Right.
even if he feels like I'm giving it, I feel very dissatisfied. So I need that chord to be alive.
Anil sir, what about you?
Yeah, I think it depends on various phases of your career, the first 10 years, what annoyed me doesn't annoy me. When I
Anymore,
went,
yeah.
in the second decade. And the third decade, what annoyed me in the second decade doesn't annoy me in the third decade. So in the fourth decade, what annoys me didn't annoy me when I started my career. So things keep on changing.
What is currently
What
annoying
is
you
the
in this
current
decade?
Currently, huh?
Currently?
In this decade, what annoys you the most?
I think night shooting, yeah.
Night shooting.
Night shooting, yeah. Night shooting
Sure.
and
Now I'm a night manager.
yeah. It's a night shooting because sometimes they they said that they're going to roll at 9 and then in the night, or maximum latest by 10, and then they call you at 2. Then you go by 2 and they said we'll wrap you by 5. Then they wrap you at exactly at 7 in the morning. And then after the night shooting is over, and then to get back to the cycle of the day shooting.
Yeah.
So that with a certain, when you're younger, it's easier. So now the body needs that rest. I used to travel, take a flight, and shoot the day in one city,
Yeah.
or or travel from America, United States of America, and come back, land at the airport, and then sometimes I had a layover before I took the the other flight.
Yeah.
Little bit of workout I would do over there, and and then take the flight, land in Mumbai, sit in the car, go to Chandivali studio and shoot.
Wow.
So so you could do it, and then go back the next day of the shoot.
Crazy.
So it was like that. So now it's tough. Now you have to.
Yes, sir. You need
Now
the
what
recovery.
if I have to shoot, then I try to go a day in advance.
Yeah.
So that I can relax, rest, and then next day shoot.
I can understand why this is a pet peeve. I felt that in my bones.
Yeah.
First and last app you use in a day? App.
First and last app would possibly be WhatsApp.
Notes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
First in the day.
interesting.
First in the day.
You
open
write
your
like
notes.
to-do
Yeah,
lists.
because I have things to do
Aditya,
list.
why are you getting surprised? Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Not
So you wake up and you write a poem?
a poem. What
To-do list, no?
Yeah,
Like
things to do. Because
today.
because I forget. I do
me
live in the
suggest.
moment.
Okay.
Very good. Anil sir, what about you? First and last app you use in a day?
Poems are not fun.
See, I'm wearing this Aura ring. So first thing in the morning I see is how much if I've
Slept well.
I've slept,
Oh.
and what's my heart rate. So that's become like a game in the morning for me. Not that I'm worried or anything, but that's become like an like a game. Kya dekh, let's see.
Fun
It's
to
like
check your vitals every once in a while.
yeah, just so it's fun.
It's a good app, sir, or it makes you...
Fuck, it's terrific.
It's good to have that.
You have to, you can use it
Cannot promote
positively.
this app here.
Huh,
But
sorry.
we're not taking the name.
Okay.
But let's take the name now.
Just stop it.
No, he did.
He did. What was your first car or motorcycle that you bought?
Royal Enfield, 500cc, yeah, machismo. I still have it, I still ride it.
You?
First I got a cycle.
With your own money, huh?
Ladybird.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, with your own money, huh? Not with your dad's money.
Yeah, my dad didn't buy me cars
And
or
then, tell
scooters.
me.
The first thing was like a bicycle, which is that Ladybird pink one.
Love.
Then I got my first car, which is a Range Rover Vela.
Straight you went to the Range Rover.
Yeah.
From a lady.
Girl has
Not a
range.
cycle.
She has range.
With
I have
rickshaw
not
face
yet
I
been
had.
able to buy a Range Rover, यार. जब भी आती है प्राइस देखता हूँ, I said I can't afford it, यार.
Please.
What about you? Which was your first ever car?
A Fiat,
motorcycle?
MRF 4253.
Wow.
Nice. Most expensive gadget you've bought which you regret buying?
I think I bought this this pair of glasses that you could watch like movies
VR.
on.
VR
yeah, but
glasses.
VR glasses, but you could put a chip in it and watch movies.
Really?
And the projection in the glass was the same kind of frame as a cinema.
Whoa.
So you can sit like that and just watch a movie like that with those glasses on. I've never used it once.
Oh.
It sounds really cool.
It's really
No, but it's
cool.
cool, but it's heavy, yeah.
Yeah, and also like really in your face.
Yeah.
What about you?
Because I want to sleep, I want to lie down, I want to left, right,
Can't strap
hold
it.
someone's hand, that kind of thing, and have some popcorn.
What is the
Yeah.
most expensive gadget that you bought that you regretted?
No, I want to buy. I've been trying to buy it since from the time I went abroad with my girlfriend who became my wife. And I would go and I want to buy that gadget. I said, no, it's too expensive. Then 5 साल के बाद, no, it's too expensive. 38 साल हो गए अभी तक स्टिल
वो गैजेट अभी भी है
नहीं खरीदा ही नहीं अब तक
वो क्या था
What is it?
हाँ
था क्या?
it's a brand but you're not supposed to take the
This
brand
is okay.
This is-
This
it's
you
a
can.
B&O
piano
Bang & you know it's a Dutch company
bang and all in the speakers
the speakers or anything
Okay,
you know.
okay.
नहीं यार तो that's my
brand,
dream यार अब तक वो खरीदने
so
नहीं
now
दिया
just next time that increment comes in you from
yesterday again I got a firing she's called up those
TV.
those
TV, you
auction
regret
people
that.
कि next time you call up my husband
No, because recently I got it and I haven't used it once. I don't
Yeah.
watch.
you've not put on your TV
She regrets buying a
I spoke to
TV.
him about TV brands.
yeah I
and
gave her advice about this TV
Clearly, she
all. I
regrets
bought
it.
it, but I didn't watch.
so what are you doing
so I have a
On
you
notes
know
only.
bucket list still I have to buy that I will one day
you have to
yeah
The night manager is going to do really, really well, and you're going to get everything checked off that bucket list.
Thank you very
you so
much.
much for joining me, guys.
Thank
It's been
you.
an
Thank
absolute
you.
pleasure, and good luck for everything ahead.
Thank you
you.
so much.
Get a chance to feature on Zoom TV. Ho ja Zoomify.